So OpenAI released their Codex app, which is a desktop app that changes how you can work with AI coding agents. I have been testing it out for a bit and wanted to walk you through what this thing actually does. So the basic idea is this. Instead of switching between terminal windows and trying to keep track of what your AI is doing, you get one central place to run multiple coding agents at the same time. Each agent works in its own thread and you can have them handling completely different projects or different part of the same project. The app handles all the context for you as well. What makes this different from just using the Codex CLI or the IDE extension is that you can actually supervise multiple agents doing long running tasks. And when I say long running, I mean tasks that can take hours or even days. The models have gotten good enough now that you can delegate an entire feature and just check back later to review what got built. Alright, so let me show you the actual app. Right now it's Mac only. Windows and Linux are coming but not here yet. You download it from openai.com/codex and sign in with your ChatGPT account. If you are on Plus or Pro or any of the paid plans, you already have access. They also temporarily opened it up to free users, which is cool because more people can try it. Also, you can use the API key if you want to. When you first open it up, you pick a project folder. I am going to use the React Chat app which I built already. It's pretty basic messaging app right now. Users can send messages back and forth, but it's all one-on-one. No group chat yet. That's what I want to add today. So here is the main interface. You type your instructions down here at the bottom. Up at the top right, there are a few buttons. You can open the project in an external IDE. Codex supports things like Android Studio and Xcode. Next here is a Git action button. This is actually really useful. You can commit your changes, push to a remote repo and even create pull request without leaving the app. And then there is the terminal button which opens a terminal scope to your project directory. And finally, here is this diff panel toggle. I will show you that in a bit. Before I start, let me show you the project structure real quick. This is a React app using functional components and hooks. If I run the dev server and open it up in the browser, you can see what we are working with. There is a sidebar with context and a chat area where messages appear. It works fine for direct messages, but there is no way to create a group or add multiple people to a conversation. In Codex, I am going to tell it what I want. Add group chat functionality to this app. Users should be able to create groups, add members and send messages to the groups and see who is in each group. Use the existing component and structures and styling so everything feels consistent. I am going to use the Codex 5.2 into the medium model. You can pick different models down here. There is also a high reasoning model if you need it, but medium works fine for most stuff. Okay, so Codex is scanning the files now. It reads through your code base to understand the structure. This part might take a minute. After that it looks at component, figuring out the data flows. Now it's starting to make changes. You can see it's creating new files and modifying existing ones. Then it's handling the socket handlers to broadcast messages to multiple users when it's a group chat instead of just one recipient. I'm going to let this run. It will probably take 5 or 10 minutes to finish everything. While it's working, I can actually open a new thread or start a different task if I want to. That's the whole point of this app. You are not stuck waiting. You can have multiple agents going at once. One thing I should mention is the skills feature. Codex has this concept of skills, which are basically bundles of instructions and scripts that teaches it how to do specific tasks. There are some built-in skills for things like web development, image generations, working with APIs, all kind of stuff. You can also create your own skill or install ones that other people's made. For this project, I did not need to use any special skill. The built-in web development knowledge is enough. But if you are doing something more specialized like integrating with a specific API or working with a particular service, you should create a skill for that and Codex will follow those instructions every time. Alright, so it looks like the agent just finished. Let me check what it did. If I refresh the browser, now there is a new button in the sidebar that says create group. I will click that. It opens a model where I can enter a group name and select members from my contacts. I will call it a team project and add 3 people. Now the group shows up in my contact list with the little icon showing it's a group. If I click on it, the chat area updates and I can see messages. On the back end, those messages are getting broadcast to all the group's members, and there is also a member list showing who is in this group. I can click that and add or remove members. I will add one more person, saves, and now they are in the group too. This is actually pretty well. The UI matches the rest of the app. The functionality is solid. I did not have to explain every little detail about how the existing code worked. Codex figured that out by reading the files. Now let me show you the diff panel. This is one of the better features in the app. If I click the button at the top right, it opens a side-by-side view showing exactly what changed. And here is this really useful part. You can click on any line and leave a comment. So if I see something I want to change, I can just right click there and type a note. For example, fix the validation on a group name to prevent empty strings. Codex will see that comment and address it in the next iteration. This makes code review way easier because you are giving feedback inline instead of trying to describe where something is. Once you are happy with all the changes, you can commit them right from the panel. Write your commit message, hit commit, and it's done. If you have authenticated with GitHub through the CLI, you can also push and create a pull request all in one go. Okay, so the other big feature here is the automation. This is a brand new. You can set up Codex to run specific tasks on a schedule without you doing anything. It uses cron job under the hood. In the sidebar, there is an automation tab. If I click that, there are templates for common tasks. Things like scan a recent commit for issues, run test every morning, check for security issues, stuff like that. One more thing I want to mention is the Git worktree support. When you start a new thread in Codex, you can choose between local mode and worktree mode. Local work directly in your project directory, but worktree create an isolated Git worktree so your changes don't affect your main branch. This is very useful when you want to experiment with something new or have multiple agents working on the same project simultaneously. Each agent gets its own worktree so they don't step on each other, and you can merge things back when you are ready. For this chat app project, I just used local mode because I was only running one task. But if I wanted to have one agent adding group chat and another agent refactoring the authentication system at the same time, I would use worktree for both. Talking about the models, Codex default to GPT 5.2 into the medium, which is a good balance between speed and quality. But there are also GPT 5.3 codecs, which is even better at long-running tasks. If you are building something really complex or you just want the best result, use 5.3. It costs more token, but the output quality is noticeably better. OpenAI also doubled the rate limit for all the paid plans when they launched this app, so you can do more before hitting any throttling. Free users can also access Codex, but with lower limits. Lower limits are still enough to build small projects. For teams, there are also this thing called shared skills. If someone on your team creates a useful skill and you can share it across projects, that way everyone benefits and you are not recreating the same instructions over and over. Alright, that's it from the Codex app. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you in the next video.